right, we just finished lunch here in the Millennium. We're in the food court area, and they, as you see from some of the shots we took earlier, you can see how digital signage is being used to drive some of the content here, as well as here at the cafe. Talk about how that works within the ecosystem of everything else you're doing here in the building, and how this may have helped the food vendors.
Very good. Yes, definitely. The Millennium is a building with multi-functions. One of the functions is welcoming restaurants, and we have as well many other services that we offer, different shops. And these entities will need to advertise food, the dish of the day, the lunch, or like here, cakes. And this information, you don't want to have the operation team to enter manually every time or every day. It's going to be too big effort. So this information is automatically taken and actually automatically generated with artificial intelligence.
So all they have to know is what's on the menu for the day, and it'll automatically generate.
They type the type of dish they want, they describe it, they get an image out of it, the pricing, the description, and that is what our solution is pulling and displaying at the right time. And that's one example of how our technology is simplifying the operation, daily operations, to at the same time making sure that the services and the products that we can offer to our guests are known, so that they are aware and they can enjoy it.
Well, you have a lot of different people inputting content. How do you maintain the consistency, the look and the feel and the way the content's, because not everybody's a designer, right? Mm-hmm. As we look at some of what the retail stores are doing with signage here, tell me how we're able to maintain that consistency.
It's an excellent point. It's right. If you think about it, we are in the same building. There are different shops, different services, but it's the same building. So it's important to keep the same image, the same branding, the same font, color codes, and etc. to give uniformity. Now, this is what ARIA simplifies, so that the user who really needs to explain his service or advertise his product is just focused on the product itself, on the price, on the title, but the rest, the template, the layout, the fonts are used.
So they're using something that's more like a text-based system that they're interfacing with, and you're automating the ability to create the graphics behind it, so it's presented properly. So I know that you have it here in the hairdresser that you have here, the dry cleaner that you have here, the fitness center also has it. We're seeing some images here of how you're using it in the fitness center. And you've incorporated into a lot of the retail locations as well. I mean, we're familiar with retail signage. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we see that all over the place. But in this case, this is a bit more sophisticated than the typical retail signage network.
Well, it's sophisticated in the sense that it's not just focusing on retail. You always have the notion of experience, the notion of service behind. So you need to have the right timing to show the right thing. And that's very important. On top of that, these screens are here to inspire people. So on top of displaying new products and services, we are also using for video streaming, so to display live events that happen somewhere else in the building. And we are also using this system for gamification initiative. For example, you can involve the guests on betting or challenges.
Yeah, you mentioned that you had like a little foosball tournament where people were betting on who was going to win the tournament. You were able to broadcast a live simulcast or stream, I guess, that content. So we're able to bring content that's broadcast level quality through the signage system, as well as even H.264 highly compressed content through the same network that all the digital screens, 150 screens, can all display at the same time.
Absolutely. The key word there is flexibility, autonomy. Again, the team needs to be autonomous to switch on all these functionalities, but at the end, you want a tool which is flexible and provide what your audience needs.
Is the magic Elementi, or is it the ARIA, or what is it?
I think it's always a combination of the two. The Elementi is necessary to program, to simplify this integration with streaming, with gamings, and ARIA is always in the hand of the end user, the team who operates the infrastructure, because again, they are busy and they need to do things easily and reliably.
This building, as I talked about when we first entered the building, is a smart building. It's got some really interesting smart features. We'll talk about some of those integrated features as we kind of close this. We're gonna have a phenomenal view we're gonna give you of the city of Lausanne as we finish this tour later on. But where are we heading next?
Well, I think we are almost there.
Okay.
So we are gonna reach the rooftop and probably shoot something.
Oh, then we'll close with that rooftop shot. Stand by, because we'll talk about some of the deeper smart integration that's part of this building, as well as how amazing the view is that you get if you work in the Millennium.